Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Breaking news coming out of the United States of America, the Caribbean and South America. President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, has ordered the immediate revocation of over 500,000 legal migrants in the United States of America. Yes, you heard me right. President Donald Trump has ordered the stripping of over 500,000 legal immigrants in the United States of America. Not undocumented immigrants, not illegal immigrants. Donald Trump is stepping it up another notch. And this is breaking news that was released last evening, on Friday evening, about President Donald Trump has just get up and ordered the visas to be revoked of legal migrants living in the United States of America. So those legal migrants, if they're not in the US yet, if they have been approved to live and work in the US, if they're living in the US, doesn't matter. Donald Trump has ordered that their legal status be revoked, so they no longer have legal status to be in the United States, and that will follow with their deportation. The chaos continues, my friends. These are serious times in the United States of America, and these migrants are from the Caribbean and South America, including Haiti, Cuba, Venezuela, I think Nicaragua, some other South American countries. I have a little write-up that I will read for you now. Yes, my friends, Trump revoke legal US status of over 500,000 migrants from the Caribbean and South America. My friends, this is serious. The Trump administration has announced plans to revoke the legal status of approximately 530 migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. These individuals had entered the United States under a humanitarian parole program initiated during the Biden administration, which granted them temporary status and work permits. The revocation is set to take effect on April 24th, 2025, after which affected migrants will lose their legal protection and become subject to deportation if they do not voluntarily depart or secure another lawful basis to remain. The Department of Homeland Security, DHS, justifies this decision by stating that the original conditions warranting the humanitarian parole no longer exist. DHS Secretary Christy Noem emphasized that the program had undermined American workers and was susceptible to fraud, leading to its suspension and eventual termination. Critics argue that this abrupt policy change disrupts the lives of hundreds of thousands who have integrated into American communities, contributing to the economy and society. Beatrice Lopez, co-executive director of the Immigration Hub, stated that the administration decision destabilizes the very businesses, families, and local economies that rely on them. Legal challenges are anticipated as advocacy groups and affected individuals seek to contest the revocation. The outcome of these challenges could significantly impact the future of the U.S. immigration policy and the lives of those currently residing under the humanitarian parole program. My friends, this is no joke. This is serious, and I listened to Donald Trump. He have a new program where he is asking those persons in the United States of America who are there illegally, who would have had their legal status revoked, to self-deport themselves. They would have created a whole app for that, my friends, a whole app for them to self-deport themselves. Otherwise, they will face mass deportation, which will not be pretty, my friends. This is serious times in the United States of America, my friends. That is why I say that it is imperative that we now bridge the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. We can no longer rely on the United States of America, Europe, the UK, Canada. These are traditional countries that our people from the Caribbean and Africa normally migrate to in order to seek a better life. These days are coming to an end, my friends. It's time for us to forge a new future together as a stronger nation. Together, my friends, the African continent and the African diaspora, together we are powerful and we are an unstoppable force. We have all the resources in Africa. We have the talent and education and skills in the Caribbean, in African American societies, Africans in Canada, Africans in the UK, Africans in Europe, South America, including Brazil and Colombia, and the Caribbean African diaspora includes Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, St. Lucia, Grenada, Dominica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, Montserrat, Anguilla, the Virgin Islands, Guadeloupe, Martinique, Haiti, Cuba, Guyana. We are a powerful African Caribbean diaspora, my friends. Imagine if we come together and bridge that gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. Let me know, my friends, what you think about this topic of Donald Trump just get up one morning on Friday last night and revoked the legal status, not illegal immigrants, legal status, which means they already had papers to live and work in the US. And Donald Trump would have revoked that and said over 500,000 of you, approximately 530,000 migrants would have had their legal status revoked overnight in the United States of America through executive order. A lot of people are saying they don't know. They didn't know it's so powerful a US president is. That executive order bypassed Congress, the Senate. Do you realize Donald Trump is not going to no Senate and no Congress for any vote and debates and all of that now? One paper he assigned now. He just pull up his folder, executive order, bam, job done. That is one of the powers of the president of the United States that past presidents did not use. But we are now realizing how powerful a US president is. Congress and the Senate, they're just there for politics. The president of the United States can operate without Congress and the Senate. And Donald Trump administration is proving that today. But maybe we should be thankful, we as Caribbean and African people, we should be thankful that we have a Donald Trump administration, because now we know that we must develop new strategies to survive without the United States, or some say the United Snakes of America. I would have heard that term on YouTube. Some people calling the United States the United Snakes, or the divided states of America. They call the UK the divided kingdom of Britain. All type of names, my friends. If you enjoyed watching this video and you're watching for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. On this channel, I bring to you breaking news that affect the African continent and the African diaspora. I post videos every day, and the videos I post is a reaction to breaking news that affect our people living in the 54 African countries, all the Caribbean nation islands, African Americans, African and Caribbean people in Canada, the UK, Britain, Europe, Central America, Belize, South America, Brazil, Colombia, Guyana is a part of our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean. Guyana is in South America, but they are in the Caribbean community or organization, CARICOM. Yesterday I did a video about CARICOM meeting to discuss the visa ban that the US president is threatening on Caribbean leaders if they don't cancel the Cuban medical program that they are operating currently in the Caribbean. That meeting took place, but we're still awaiting official word to understand what exactly happened in that meeting. I did a video on that yesterday. Once that news become available, I will release that news here on this channel, my friends. Again, the dogs are having fun, my friends. Always find the time to make noise when I'm doing these beautiful videos and I'm talking to you, my fellow subscribers and future subscribers. But if you enjoyed watching this video, please consider subscribing to this channel. You can also become a channel member by clicking the link in this description box and joining my channel. I also have a travel channel. You can actually, wow, we have a dog fight here, my friends. You can also go on over to my travel channel and subscribe. The link is in this description box as well. Comment your thoughts and opinion, that is showing support as well. And share the channel with your friends and family, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel. My name is Beyond. This is Beyond Uncut, and of course I'm gonna end this video right now. I will see you again tomorrow in the next video, and the dogs have to talk still, my friends. I cannot do all the talking. The dogs wait until I'm doing a video and then they come on with their lot of talking and chaos, my friends. But sometimes this is Beyond Uncut, my friends. So we don't edit here on this channel. Whatever is in the video, we will post, my friends. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you again tomorrow in the next video. This is Beyond Uncut, signing out. Much love.